Hey, welcome in, everybody, to another exciting episode of the Coaches Show with your AD, Blake Mauser. And Coach Mauser, it's a glorious Thursday. We usually do these on Wednesdays, but I had an epiphany that I forgot. I got real busy yesterday, so sorry about that. But you know what? It works out great because all the stuff's been sorted out about playoffs and about what's going on. A lot of activity going on, and we have a very special guest. And I know you want to start out with her early because it's her break period and she has to get to that steak real quick. I think she has a steak on her break period. I think that's what she does. But we want to get to the woman of the hour, too sweet to be sour, the head coach of our ladies basketball program. That would be Ericka Halfmann. And what, Coach, you got a great one right there, I'll tell you.
Yeah, no, Coach Halfmann, she does an awesome job. Looking forward to their playoff run. They ended district really, really strong. I'll let her. I don't want to take too much of her thunder away here in a second, but no, it's obviously if you come watch the girls play, you'll see an up pace, up tempo team that plays really, really hard. And so that goes back to the program that she runs. And so it's exciting, and she'll have more, we'll be playing first round playoff game Monday. And in Weatherford, I'm sure she'll get more involved with that and talking to that in an overall program as well. But super happy to have her join us today and be able to promote the playoff run that they're about to get on.
You know, Coach, before we get to Coach, I gotta tell you, I got a lot of comments from our show last week, and people saying, "Man, why are y'all picking back up the Coaches Show this time of the year?" And I said, "Boy, it is busy. We are just slam packed busy. We got a lot of sports going on. We got a lot of off-season programming going on for a lot of things, new district alignments and everything. It's just a busy, busy time of year. And so we just want to keep everybody up to date. And plus, we're two attractive men, and the girls deserve to see us more often."
Well, I'm not sure about that one. Maybe on that one, but one thing to promote too, just the athletic department in general, is right now we're the only team in our district that will have made the playoffs in all team sports. And so just to highlight everything across the board on all of our sports, with football, volleyball, basketball, baseball, softball, we'll have great years too. So it's not just a one sport deal here at our school. It's multiple across the board, and we're super excited to highlight all sports. So I'm happy to be able to have many guests we can on here.
Yeah, and don't want to let everybody think that we're just all about the girls. The guys are doing great too, and we're going to be catching up with them because they are going to make the playoffs. They're going to be right there at the top. They are finishing out their district. I think they have 2 more games left.
Yes, so they'll be in Dublin tomorrow, and then we'll host Breckenridge next Tuesday for senior night in our last game. So now it gets a little, without the girls, it's a little bit. It will start with the freshman boys that play at 5, then the JV boys will play at 6:15, then the varsity boys will play around 7:30. Like always, it's just the rearrangement of the games is a little bit different now. But we're happy to be able to have the girls play on Monday, so everybody can get out there and support that, and then we'll be able to host next Tuesday too. So a lot of basketball still going on, and it's one of those things we get mid-February and into March. Basketball is a lot of fun. Weather gets better, and the hoops gets heated up. So really fun time.
It's that time of the year, and I tell you what, let's get to it, Coach. Let's get to her. And
we'll out of the way and let Coach Halfmann take over.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Thank you.
Hello. It is the lady of the hour, too sweet to be sour. It is Coach Halfmann on the program. And I tell you what, we're so glad that you took a little bit of your time out. I know you're waiting on that steak, but just let it cool off a little bit, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
They do say you're supposed to let it marinate. So
yeah, exactly. Let it breathe a little bit.
Yes.
Well, congratulations, Coach, on an excellent season to date. We're going to review a little bit about where we're at and where we're going. And basically, the ladies finished out district. I don't know if you know this or not, but they have a winning percentage of 719. That is phenomenal. A 719 winning percentage. You know, I have the stats, Coach.
I know. I really do appreciate this. I texted you and said, hey, share that with me because I'm a stats number 2. I love numbers. But my stats and your stats are not the same.
I got some for you. We are going to be the number 1 seed out of Division II out of our district.
Yes, sir.
And get this, Coach. You like these numbers now. I get them from a couple of different places. I get them from the Texas High School Girls Basketball Association. They rounded up. Also, Max Preps does a pretty good job this year. I was really impressed with them. They kept up with it. And plus, I kind of have my own little tablet that I do. We were second in scoring out of district to Comanche. We scored 1,587 points.
Wow.
We were number one in defense, and all categories in defense. Basically, the Lady Rattlers dominate, and points against, and that's really your main score. That's your main stat is points against. Because if you can keep that team down, you can typically have a good winning percentage of like 719 or such.
Crazy.
1,112 points scored against. That is very minute. That means that you've outscored your opponents. You've finished district play with the sweep of the second half. That's 7 straight games that you won. You allowed less than 30 points in all of those games. Less than 30 points in all of those games. And you averaged 56 per game. So 56, less than 30, you're probably going to win them. And congratulations, man. What an outstanding season. And we talked right after the first half of the season, and we said, what do these girls need to do? What are we going to see out of this second half of district? You kind of grinned and you said a lot more. And just elaborate on that process. How did y'all process from those last 2 games of district, which you lost, disappointing losses, and then you turned it around on such a positive note?
Man, the girls really bought in, and losses are, always show what you need to work on. And so we knew that we need to work on situations. We also needed to work on moving our feet and not necessarily reaching as much. We do love some defense. And so we just needed to fine tune those things. We needed to keep on shooting and work on that, and just trusting each other and building that culture can continue to, build into that.
Yeah. I'm going to talk about a couple of the players. I hope you don't mind, because I saw some girls really, really come on, especially in that second half. And I'm going to start with none other than the freshman phenom herself. Macy Price has really impressed me, especially in this second half. Her percentage per game so far as an assist and in points really, really went up towards the latter half of the season. And with a freshman, you got to get them the confidence and you got to get them going. And she just really plays well with the upperclassmen. Her and JC just make a great front up there, the guard positions and everything. Talk a little bit about her elevation of play throughout the season.
So we have a really tough schedule. Preseason, we face a lot of ranked teams. And so sometimes that can kind of mess with you if you're not ready for it. And so, we schedule that for a reason, because we want to make that run. And, just time on the court. Varsity games are very physical, very fast. And so I think, with every player, I think that we just need more time on the court. And, we really are trying to build into that culture. And the team they just love Macy. And, anytime she might be in a slump or whatever, they don't let her have a slump. They really do encourage her and tell her, you got to keep shooting. We have the saying, and everybody's heard it, like, shoot or shoot. And she's got to keep on shooting. But not just necessarily shooting with her. She's handled a lot of pressure. Sometimes, she has to be our point guard. And, man, just like number 5 on Comanche, she just wore Macy. Macy could have thrown in the towel, but she didn't. She held her own, and that's pretty impressive. We were really proud of her.
I tell you what, I see that she draws strength from JC and from some other players that are, juniors and seniors on the crowd. Mm-hmm. Speaking of seniors, we got to talk about them. They're the greatest. I got to put this up there because I just love our ladies do such a great job with the photos, and this I got to put it up here. Some of these girls, this is Callan Nickshaw. Callan's played on the varsity for quite some time. She's been just a go-getter.
Are you trying to make me cry?
If Callan isn't on a basketball court, she's doing one of 13 other things that she's involved in, and that and being a top student is just really, really great. And then you double that with her twin over here, yes, and that's Cannon Deaver. And I noticed, Coach, that you intertwine those two. You always like to have at least one of them on the court at all
Absolutely.
times. And they kind of hand out, high check one another as they go in and out and everything. They add a lot of stability to help support your younger players and everything. Talk on how much you just love these seniors. I know they love you.
I really do. They really have set the tone for our defense also. I mean, they are just our lockdown girls, and they buy into their role, and they lead well. They love their teammates, and I can't say enough about them. I've seen them grow up, not just on the basketball court, but in the classroom and as young women. And man, they have it. They're going to be successful. So we're going to miss them big time.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Mauser and I have talked about this, watching those young men just grow through the program and grow as people and become, not just great athletes, but just great fathers and husbands and so forth on into the community and everything. These two, you don't have to worry about. They're already there.
I mean, they really are. Their work ethic, I really do need to brag on them because their work ethic, man, it takes heart to play defense, and they love defense. And, I don't have to beg them to block out or go dive on the ball or, they're doing it. And, man, that's the fire in the team.
Yeah. And they have helped you set that culture, kind of like almost assistant coaches on the court. It's been really good. I got to talk about another player because if she doesn't win all district, then something's rigged. I'm talking about your little sophomore. She's such a tiny little girl, and I'm talking about Atlee Cobb. Atlee Cobb, especially towards this end of the season, man, she is just a dominant force down on that post position. She blocks people out. She does. And I've seen that transit as elevated by what she's seen Allie do on the court. And so those two in tandem, working as hard as they do underneath there and everything, the girls that come in after they need a break or whatever, they come in and they try to emulate that same tone and attitude and everything. But Atlee has just grown and grown and grown. She's just a baby, a sophomore. You're going to have her for a long, long time, especially with your 99-year career contract that we just had you sign. That's just big. Those two have just really, really helped at that post position.
Absolutely. We all saw Allie and Atlee on the volleyball court. I mean, they are some outstanding competitors. And so we knew it was in them of just competing, and stepping up. And so it just took a little bit. We were playing at the EULA tournament, and Atlee, man, she played amazing. And Allie started, figuring it out as well. And ever since we left the EULA tournament, both of these guys, both girls, they've just been on the up and up, just getting better every game, just the confidence, and just, they're also leading, but it's not just they're just loving the team, I mean, they're smiling and having fun too. So that's
winning is fun. Winning is fun, and when you come from that background of that volleyball, and you transition it over, you have such a strong season year after year in volleyball, and then you go into basketball court. You don't know about this losing stuff, and that's not something that you want to accept. And so, that culture helps. And then with
winning,
with attitude that you have on the team and the togetherness, the sisterhood that you culture in, it's just great. All right. Big things are coming. I gotta tell you before we get to this, 23-9 on the season right now, 12-2 in district play. And that a lot of people will say, well, 12-2, that's a really good record, but man, our district is not really all that light. A lot of people are saying, well, some of those teams y'all just really whooped on. Well, we're really good. So, sometimes that's going to happen, It's just going to happen. 2 seniors, 5 juniors, 2 sophomores, and 1 freshman. Folks, you can see all of this. I got to throw this up here real quick, Coach. It's time. Look at this. Boom.
It's time.
High school basketball. I love it when we host the gold balls and the girls get to have a good time doing that. We get an opportunity Monday night. Now, so far as the sports scene is, we're not going to be at the game on Friday night. There will be no Friday night hoops this week. We're going to save it all for next week because we've got y'all on Monday. We got the boys on Tuesday because I wanted to cover senior night for the boys. We did the girls the other night, and that was a lot of fun. And we want to do the boys, so we're going to switch it over to Tuesday night. So Monday, Tuesday, and then whatever that leads us on the playoffs from there, we're gonna cover. So we got a lot to get to. Now, let's talk about Henrietta. Henrietta is the runner-up out of their District 7. Districts. Are they 7 and y'all 6?
We're 8.
8, 7 and 8. Okay, so they're out of 7, and they were runner-up out of there. Their record not really all that great. 10 and 15 on the season is what I have. 6 and 6 on the district tilt. But the Lady Bearcats, I watched some video on them, and they do have some things that they do well. And that's one, they ain't ashamed of throwing up some threes when they need to and going that route. And I do like the fact that when you have the same last name as the coach and you're the point guard, typically you're probably going to be pretty good.
Yes. You know, Coach, the coach's kid, she does lead their team well. You know, she sees the court well. She can drive and shoot the ball, and they have a lot of girls that do love shooting that 3 ball. So, you know, hopefully we can contain that.
Yeah. That Kirby, watch out for Kirby, number 10. She'll throw a 3 up.
Yeah. She will.
Throw a 3 up.
And not just throw a 3 up. You know, she'll drive as well, and you know, get in there for those rebounds as well. So.
Yeah. So they've got some talent on their squad. We're going to see them Monday. They've got 1 senior, 4 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 1 freshman. So this is a team up on the move and, you know, trying to work through some things as a unit, a young squad. You know that position well and everything, but you can't take them too lightly. We got to go in there and put our first. Tell us what we're going to see out of the Lady Rattlers Monday night.
You know, we're going to stay true to who we are. You know, we firmly believe in our defense, and we love the transition game. And so we're going to stay true to who we are and have a lot of energy, hopefully, and get out there and hopefully y'all have fun watching them too.
Oh yeah, it's going to be great. Now, the Lady Rattlers are ranked 14 in max preps. They're not ranked in the top 20 in a TXHS, but that's because they don't know what they're doing over there sometimes. Henrietta is unranked, but it doesn't really matter. Whoever wins this game, which I know it's going to be Tolar. So Tolar will move on to face the winner in the other bracket, which is going to be Wall. Wall's number 1 in 3A basketball girls, not just Division II, but Division I as well. They are the top ranked team, undefeated in district play. I think they might have a loss in game over, but that was because they were playing a lot of big schools.
Right.
Wall is a super talented team. You might know a little bit about this group, Wall, but remind everybody what happened last year.
Well, we were able to pull away and get the win, and that was pretty special. But we are, you know, we're focused on Henrietta, and then yes, you know, it is the winner of Wall and Brady. That's who we'll face if we're lucky enough to get the win on Monday. But right now we're focused on Henrietta, and I expect big things.
Coach never gives me a prediction on games and everything. I know you won't either. But I will. And I'm saying we're going to win by 20 or more Monday night. Everybody come see it. It's going to be great. A couple of girls are going to dunk the ball, maybe even spin around dunk. It's going to be great. Come out and watch it.
We didn't mention her, but I do have to mention JC. You never know with JC. She might go behind the back. She might go underneath. And or alley-oop it to Atlee. You just never know with Jay. And sometimes, I just tell her it's good. Just go do your thing.
Yeah, stuff can happen. Can happen. Absolutely right. It's going to be Monday. The tip-off is at it's a 6:00 tip, right?
6:00, yes, sir.
6:00 tip.
Weatherford High School.
Weatherford High School. Now, we've been there before. I love the venue. It's a nice venue. It's not too far of a drive, folks. Come on out and make it. Now, I know if you can't make it out, you can always catch us on the sports scene. I will be streaming. I've already got the okay to do that. We will be streaming this. I think after area gets a little nippy on, we'll probably just be doing radio. So you'll see a nice little banner, something like this right here. That's what you'll be seeing, but you'll still hear my lovely voice. But man, I am super stoked about this week. Coach, congratulations on a successful season. And you tell every one of those girls that their biggest fan says, go out and get a gold ball this Monday night. Congratulations, Coach. We really appreciate you spending some time and talking with us today.
Thank you so very much for just encouraging our girls and taking the time out of your day to just support us. And so thank you. And we're going to try and go and get some gold balls now.
Absolutely.
Thank
Fantastic.
You. All right.
We're going to bring the coach back on and get him in here and get some takes from him and get you all updated. It's going to be a lot of fun here. Well, Coach, you got a good one right there, I'll tell you.
Yeah, no, Coach Halfmann does, like you said, you can tell the passion she has and the care she has for players and things of that nature. And, wins come about usually because of the culture of a team. And so 23-9 kind of speaks for itself. So having a heck of a year.
Yeah. Character can comes in a lot of ways and everything. And I always tell people, if you get in sports, it doesn't matter if you're good, if you're exceptional, or if you just a body. If you can get into sports and pull one thing out of it, and that is help develop your character, you're a winner. And we got a lot of those in Tolar, Texas.
Yeah, speaking of winning, one thing that, we talk about just the varsity success too, but, we were talking earlier off camera, but just talking about the success of our younger levels too. And just having to run, but she just dropped me a note, just, our seventh grade A team won district. The girls and boys too, but what was the girls on this one? 12-0 district champs. The combo team was 10-0, and then our 8th grade A was 9-4 with. And those girls, there's not a lot of numbers. It's one of those classes where it's about 14, 15, 16 girls in athletics, just because the way, small town life, sometimes you get one of those classes, not a lot of girls, and those girls just play really hard with limited numbers. So super proud of that class and a lot of success in all levels.
Yeah, just like football, the future is bright on the hardwood. That's for sure. In Tolar, Texas, we just got a bunch of them and everything. Kind of keep us up now. Softball started up. They had a scrimmage, I believe, last week.
We did, and then we had our first game on Tuesday at Live Pan, and Coach Caudle, our new softball coach, got her first win. Girls pulled out a win. They're actually at a tournament in Rio Vista today, tomorrow, and Saturday. So they got 2 games today, 1 game tomorrow, then we're at on Saturday as well. So congrats to Coach Caudle on getting her first career win as a head coach. And so that's always a cool moment. And then our boys had another scrimmage last night against Live Pan as well. And they will start kicking off games next week.
Yeah. And you let Coach Caudle know who I am and that we're fixing to go hard and heavy as soon as we hoist a couple of gold balls here in the basketball season and get ready for the return of baseball and softball to the sports scene. Update us on when we're going to see the Rattler relays. I know that
right now we're
pretty soon.
Yeah, we're so slated to be the Monday the 23rd, and then the Thursday the 26th. So Monday the 23rd will be the junior high Rattler relays, and then Thursday the 26th will be the boys on that regard. So that's kind of it. That's kind of kicking off our track season, and then from then on, basically each Monday there'll be a junior high meet. Wednesday there'll be a high school meet. Thursday there'll be a high school meet as we get going, and then district will be a little bit different. But super excited. We've kind of at the junior high program, at the junior high level, we're rocking and rolling with track, and we're slowly getting now that basketball season for the girls is over, getting more involved. Or let me phrase it, the lower level sub-varsity girls are now getting the track, and then we'll get the boys next week when the sub-varsity boys get going from there. Never stops.
It never stops. It keeps going. It's a year-round thing, and it just switches from one thing to the other, but it's all for the common good. Tell me about this off season, because I know that last year it was your first year in, and then we've had your second sophomore season. We're getting into your junior season. You're getting seasoned, and this is your third off-season program with these guys and everything. Tell us the difference that you're seeing in that weight room and in preparation for the next upcoming season and everything. Tell us what you're seeing at this compared to what you saw that first year.
You can see the foundation of what we're trying to get accomplished in the weight rooms. Getting is improved And so like the base is there of what we're expecting in terms of how we move in the weight room and how we're going to work within the given time. What we talk about, we only have a certain amount. Got a little change of classes going on here in a second, but we don't have a certain amount of time. So everybody's got a certain amount of time you have during the day. So what do you use with it and how you work? And that's what hopefully separates us. But I've been impressed with our guys. Our attendance has been good. We got a little flu bug going around, but that's going to happen during this time. But our attendance has been great. Our work ethic's been good. And so now it's just trying to get, we're, like you said, we're still a young program. You look at all of our teams, even the basketball team, like you just talked about, boys and stuff, they're not a ton of seniors. So we're still pretty young tournament. So we're bringing the freshmen along well, bringing the junior hires along well with the weight room right now too. And so that'll just pay dividends down the road.
It sure is. I'll tell you what, Coach, I'm excited. It's a fun time of year. We talked about it off camera. This is a busy time of year. It's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of moving parts. Sure. And you're the guy that has to keep it all together.
Yeah. I got a great coaching staff that, people don't understand just the small town coaching where they're coaching 3 sports. And so like it never ends for kids and never ends for coaches too. And so not much time to excel before the next sport kicks off. So we got a great coaching staff here that works their tails off, cares for kids. And so I can't thank them enough and need to give them more of, the success is due to them more than anything that, I'm just kind of there to help organize, but they're the ones who actually get down in the nitty gritty and get going. And so they do an amazing job with our student athletes, and you can see the success on the courts, fields, tracks, name it, and great coaching staff across the board. Well,
Coach, I certainly appreciate you, and I appreciate you taking the time to do these coaches shows. I tell you what, the public, they really, really enjoyed it. I've had a lot of comments this past week, and say, hey, keep it going. So that's what we plan on doing. And I really, really appreciate your time today. And thank you for bringing on Coach Halfmann for me today.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll definitely have some updates with the boys have secured a playoff spot. Now we're just waiting until next Tuesday to figure out who we might be playing with and getting that all secured. And once we do, we'll get it out, and hopefully we'll get Coach Atkins on here, and he can help talk a little bit more, get a little bit more behind the scenes on the basketball program as well. So fun time of year.
Yeah, it's a fun time of year. It's a great time of year. And you can catch it all. If you're not on the stands, you can always be on the sports scene. Folks, check us out. And until next week, God bless you. And we will say, go Rattlers and Lady Rattlers.
That's it. Absolutely. Thanks, Dave.
Clayton Homes of Burleson is committed to helping you and your family find the manufactured home of your dreams. Come tour our fully furnished display models to see available features and floor plans. Have you dreamed of owning a home that you can customize to fit your style? Our friendly team members are experts in showing you our homes that fit your needs and your budget. We are proud to be able to offer new, energy, smart zero homes that can save you even more money in the high-quality Clayton-built home. Stop by our home center to start your home buying journey today. Conveniently located at 3275 South Burleson Boulevard, that is I-35 West at Exit 30, or visit our website at ClaytonHomesBurleson.com. Clayton Homes of Burleson, proud Rattler supporter.